Hi, my name is Kathy, and today we will learn how to use a mouse. First, we will learn how to hold a mouse. Place your thumb on the desk or tabletop to the left of the mouse. Place your index finger on the left mouse button. Place your middle finger on the right mouse button. Place your ring finger and your pinky on the right side of the mouse. Place the palm of your hand at the bottom of the mouse. Rest the base of your wrist on the mouse pad or desktop. Using a mouse pad lets us move the mouse more smoothly. This is a picture of a mouse. We have all the different buttons in the body of the mouse. Left click with the left mouse button. We use that the most. Move up and down the page with the scroll wheel. Right click with the right mouse button. Then we have the body of the mouse. We move the mouse pointing straight, just like in the picture. The mouse moves the cursor on the screen of the computer. There are different types of cursors. The normal cursor opens up programs or files. It looks like an arrow. A link cursor lets you click on a link in a web page to go to another page on the site or to a different website. It looks like a hand. The text cursor is used when using cut and copy and paste. It looks like a capital I. The busy cursor is used when the computer is thinking. It looks like an hourglass or circle, and that tells you to wait while it's working. The resize and move cursors will appear as arrows when you're resizing or moving windows or also rows or columns in a spreadsheet. To change the settings on the mouse, sometimes you will want to change the settings on the mouse. To change the settings on the mouse, you click on the Windows Start button, then click on Settings, then double-click on Devices, then click on Mouse. You can change the mouse from a right-handed mouse to a left-handed mouse by clicking the down arrow next to left under Select Your Primary button and changing that to right. You can also change the amount of lines that the mouse moves and the speed of the cursor. Click on Adjust Mouse and Cursor Size. This lets us change the color and size of the cursor and how fast the cursor moves. This makes it easier to use the cursor and to be able to see it. Double-click. When you are opening a program or file on your computer, you double-click with the left mouse button really quickly over that program or file. Single-click. When you are working in a program or with a file, you will single-click one time with the left mouse button. Drag and drop. You may sometimes need to drag and drop icons, folders, or files to move them around, delete them, and more. Now we will practice double-clicking. We're going to double-click on the folder icon here. That will open that folder up. And then it wants us to click on folder 2, so we will double-click on that as well. And then it wants us to open up this file, so we will double-click on that as well. Now we'll talk about drag and drop. We want to move these files over into the folders and the recycle bin over here to the left. So first we'll put our cursor over this trash file. It changes into a hand, and we will click and hold down our left mouse button and drag that file over into the recycle bin. Same with this trash here, file here. We'll click on the picture file with our left mouse button and drag that over to the pictures folder over here on the left-hand side. We will put our cursor over the music file here, click with our left mouse button, hold that down and drag over to the music file folder. Then we'll put our cursor over the document file and click with our left mouse button, hold that down and drag that over to the Documents folder. And then we will put our cursor over this picture file, and we will click with our left mouse button and drag that over to the Pictures folder, and then lift up with our left mouse button. All right, we did that. Now we're going to practice with the Mousercise website. We're going to practice using the cursor with this website, and the website address to this website will be at the end of our presentation. First, they want us to click on Let's Start Mousing, so we'll click on that with our left mouse button. Now it wants us to click on the number 1 over here on the left-hand side of the screen. So we'll put our cursor over that number 1 and it changes to a hand. Then we will click one time with our left mouse button, and then we will move our cursor over to the right of the screen and click on the number 2. Same with number 3, put our cursor over the number 3 and click with our left mouse button. Same with number 4, put our cursor over the number 4 and click with our left mouse button. Same with number 5, put our cursor over the number 5 and click with our left mouse button. Put our cursor over the number 6, and the numbers are getting smaller, so we'll have to be careful to click on the number 6. And then same with number 7, put our cursor over the number 7, click with our left mouse button. One last time, put our cursor over the number 8, click with our left mouse button. All right, we don't want to go back to page number 3, we want to go ahead to number 9. So we will put our cursor right over that number 9 with our pointer finger on that hand, right on top of that number 9, and then click with our left mouse button. Same with number 10, we'll move it over to the left-hand side of the screen. Put our cursor right on top of the 10 with our pointer finger right on there, and click on the number 10 with our left mouse button. Same with number 11, put our cursor right on top of number 11 with that pointer finger on the hand, click with our left mouse button. Same thing here, go to put our cursor on the number 12 and click with that. And same here, put our cursor right on top of the number 13, or we will go back to page 1. So make sure we do that, and then click with our left mouse button. Sometimes on websites we can have text as links to other pages on the website. They want us to click on each of the word next until it turns to a hand. That way we know that we can go to the next page. So we'll put it over the blue next, and then the black next, and then the green next, and then the orange next, and that changes to a hand, so we will click on that with our left mouse button and go to the next page. Sometimes instead of just one word, we can have phrases as well as a link. So we will put our cursor over these phrases until we find the one that has a link to it by changing to a hand instead of the arrow. So we'll put our cursor over mousing is fun, mousing is easy, I love my mouse, mouses are mice. That changed to a hand, so we will click on that and go to the next page. Sometimes they have buttons on websites that we have to click, so we'll click on this Click Me button. Here's Go, we'll click on that. Hey, this is cool, so we will click on that. Sometimes they can be even fancy images, so we'll click on the Click Here button. Sometimes we can have images that don't even look like buttons, and those can be links as well. So they want us to put our cursor over each picture until we find the one that changes to a hand. So we'll put our picture over the bus, over the cell phone, over the keys. That one changes to a hand, so we'll click on the keys. Animated pictures can also be links to other pages on a website, so we'll put our cursor over each image until one changes to a hand. So we'll put our cursor over the dragon, over the dinosaur, over the scuba diver, over the mailman, over the Kokopelli. That one changed to a hand. So we'll click on that with our left mouse button to go to the next page. All right, now they want us to click on each button so that we can go to the next page. So we'll click on each button, and each time we do that, a checkbox will appear underneath each button. All right, and then the continue button appeared, so we'll click on continue. Same thing with each of these buttons. They want us to click on each of those. So we'll do that. Click me, me too, start, open, next, the arrow, and home. And now we'll click on continue. And they want us to double click, so click 2 times on our mouse really quickly over each firecracker to set them off, and then we will go to the next page after that. So double click over each firecracker. And then the continue button appeared again, so we'll click on that. Sometimes we will have things that we have to drag. This one is a slider tab. So we will click on each button at the top of each tab and drag that down to the bottom. And as we do, the background will change color. And then we can push them back up as well. So we'll click on the button and drag them back up toward the top. And then we'll click on continue. Now, sometimes when you're using a computer, there'll be more information on the page than what you can see on the screen. If that happens, like on this example here on this page, there will be a scroll bar over on the right-hand side of the page. We will put our cursor over the scroll bar and click on that with our left mouse button, or use the scroll wheel and drag that down to the bottom of the page until we see the word next. We'll click on top of that. Same thing here. We'll scroll down to the bottom of the page below Rudyard Kipling's If and click on next. Same thing with the Iliad of Homer. We'll put our cursor at the top of the scroll bar at the top of the page and scroll down through the poem until we get to the bottom of the page, and then click on next. We'll go to the next page. Sometimes not just top and bottom, but left to right, this happens as well. So we will click on the scroll bar at the bottom of the page and drag it from left to the right hand side of the page, and then click on next. And then this one, they want us to do both. They want us to click on the scroll bar at the right-hand side of the screen and drag that from the top to the bottom of the screen. And then they want us to go down to the bottom of the screen and drag the scroll bar at the bottom from the left to the right. Then we'll click on next. Sometimes we can have pop-up boxes either in a program or visiting a website, and you click on those boxes to do something that it asks you to do. This link says click me to pop up an alert box, so we will do that. Do you want to continue to the next page? And we do, so we'll click on OK. That will take us to the next page. Time to practice using the mouse. They want us to move the cursor along the white route of the maze till we get to the bottom. And if we hit the green walls, they will turn red. So we'll put our cursor starting here at the arrow, black arrow, follow to the right, and then go up, and then go to the right, and then drag down to the bottom, and then drag over to the left, and then drag down to the bottom, and then we'll click on continue. All right, now sometimes websites can have checkboxes. What they want us to do with these are click the checkboxes to the left of each of the numbers here. So we'll put our cursor on top of the box that's to the left of the number 1, and we'll click in that box and a check mark will appear. Same with number 2, we'll put our cursor inside the box to the left of the number 2, and we will click in there. And then same here to the box to the left of number 3, click in there. Then we'll put our cursor to the left in the box of number 4, click in there. Same with 5, same with 6, same with 7, same with 8, and same with 9. Now we'll click on the continue box that just appeared. Now we're going to practice. They want us to select your desired pizza toppings. I would like extra cheese and pepperoni and sausage. So I'm clicking in the boxes to the left of those items that I want on my pizza. Then click on continue. Sometimes we'll have radio buttons instead of checkboxes, and this we can only have one item selected at a time instead of everyone, or just a number of them like in the checkboxes. So we will put our cursor inside the circle to the left of the number 1 and click in there, and a dot will appear. We'll click in the circle to the left of number 2, and that dot will move from number 1 to number 2. Same with number 3, we'll put our cursor to the left in the circle to the left of number 3. Click in there, the dot moved from 2 to 3. Same with 4, same with 5, same with 6, same with 7, same with 8, and same with 9. Then we'll click on continue. All right, what size pizza would we like? Let's go for extra large. So we'll click in the circle to the left of extra large, and a dot will appear in there. We'll click on continue. Now sometimes we can have a drop-down menu instead of just a text link or a picture link. So we'll click on the down arrow to the right of choose, and they want us to click on the number 5. So we will drag our cursor down to number 5, and we'll put it right over the number 5, and then click with our left mouse button, and then click on continue. All right, please send my order by bicycle, courier, truck, boat, or airmail. Let's go for boat. Click on continue. Now we can have a scroll menu as well. We can have use the scroll bar here on the right hand side of this box to choose our option. They want us to look for the number 6, so we'll click on the down arrow to the right of the numbers until we see the number 6. Then we will put our cursor right on top of the number 6 and click with our left mouse button, and then click on continue with our left mouse button. All right, which style of pizza would we like? Let's go for pan pizza. So we'll click on that and then click on continue. And then they want us to click in the box next to first name. So we will do that, and we will type in our first name. And then they want us to do our last name as well. So we will click in the box to the right of last name and type in our last name. And then we will click on continue. All right, we've reached the end of Mousercise. We get a little certificate here as well with our name on it. Now you can restart Mousercise and do that again, or we can go to the games page. Let's do that. Games are a great way to practice with a mouse. So if you wanted to play one of these games here on this website, you could do that. Or if you have a copy of, say, Solitaire or something on your computer, you could practice with that as well. To go to one of these games, you'll just click on the name of the game. Say we want to go to concentration. We will put our cursor over concentration and then click on that, and it would take us to that website, and then you can play that game. Here is the address for the Mousercise website. For more information about how to use a mouse and for practice, you can go to Digital Learn's website or Microsoft Office website, and they have some more practice there. Also, if you want to learn more about using a computer, you can go to Digital Learn's website or GCF Global's website as well through the Goodwill Foundation. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. See you next time.